In late 2025, Russia's Yakovlev MC-21 program reached a critical milestone amid ongoing certification testing. Prototypes equipped with fully domestic components including the PD-14 engine and Russian avionics have been conducting regular flights, pushing toward type certification targeted for late 2026. This progress marks a significant step in Russia's effort to create a modern narrow-body airliner, independent of Western technology, following sanctions that blocked access to key imports like Pratt and Whitney engines and Honeywell systems. The commercial jetliner market has long been dominated by Boeing and Airbus, together holding over 90% of global orders. Challengers like China's Comac C919 or Brazil's Embraer have carved out niches, but rarely threaten the core single-aisle segment. Russia's earlier Sukhoi Superjet struggled with reliability issues and heavy reliance on foreign parts, limiting its appeal. The MC-21, however, was designed from the outset as a direct competitor to the A320neo and 737 MAX efficient, with advanced aerodynamics, composite wings for better fuel economy, and a range suited to high-volume routes. Sanctions after 2020 forced a pivot to full import substitution. The original plan included Western engines and avionics for superior performance and easier international certification. Now, the MC-1310 relies on the homegrown Aviadvigatel PD-1 for turbofan, comparable in efficiency to modern geared designs. Though early data shows trade-offs, the fully Russian version is heavier, with a revised maximum range of around 3,830 kilometers down from over 5,000 kilometers initially advertised to better match typical domestic routes. Key achievements in 2025 include delivery of mass-produced PD-14 engines, fully domestically sourced, integration of Russian avionics, flight controls, auxiliary power units, and composites, multiple prototypes e.g. serial numbers 73,055 and 73,057 accumulating dozens of test flights, including high altitude, long duration, and system validation missions, successful retrofits, and ferry flights to test centers like Zhukovsky. This isn't just engineering, it's geopolitical. The MC-21 represents Russia's push for technological sovereignty in aviation, reducing vulnerability to foreign supply chains. For domestic airlines like Aeroflot, facing challenges maintaining Western fleets under sanctions, it's a path to new aircraft. Potential export markets include countries seeking alternatives to Boeing, Airbus duopoly pricing, and delays India, Indonesia, Iran, or partners in BRICS nations. Pricing could be a strong draw, potentially 20 to 30% lower due to state subsidies, lower labor costs, and streamlined supply chains. Though unproven long-term support parts, maintenance, training remains a hurdle. International certification beyond Russia is unlikely soon, limiting access to many markets and financing. Challenges persist, delays, serial production now eyed for 2026 to 2027. With initial deliveries modest, dozens per year ramping up, performance, added weight from substitutes impacts range and efficiency. Trust, airlines prioritize reliability. Russian infrastructure must prove it can support a global fleet. Adaptation, Russia is exploring variants, like a shortened MC-110 for shorter routes. Broader implications loom. Success here validates import substitution, with tech spillovers to military programs e.g. PD-14 derivatives for bombers or UAVs. If China collaborates integrating MC-21 into its ecosystem or co-developing, it could foster an alternative aviation bloc, splitting the market along geopolitical lines. Yet failure risks reinforcing perceptions of Russian industry lagging in high-tech integration. Boeing and Airbus face their own pressures, delays, quality issues, but their established networks are hard to displace. As 2025 ends, the MC-21 is flying regularly in tests, inching toward service. It's not revolutionary in design, but its existence built entirely under sanctions challenges the status quo. Certification in 2026 could mark the start of limited operations, proving resilience in a constrained environment. What do you think? Can the MC-21 carve out a viable niche, especially domestically and with aligned nations, Will performance compromises limit its appeal? Or could state backing make it competitive? How might this influence global aviation if scaled up? Share your views below.